Here it comes from the wonderful Bob's Magic Emporium in beautiful sunny Maryland. Bigger and better than ever. Game shows, magic, and a whole lot more coming up on the new Talk is Right. And now, here's your host, the Magic Man of Maryland, Mr. 444RR.
Welcome back to Bob's Magic Emporium. Time for the next new Talk is Right, the weekly UCast with game shows, magic, and more. I'm your host, 444RR, and let's give our announcer, the Zachman18, a wonderful round of applause. Before we get into everything, I want to remind everybody tomorrow, this coming Sunday tomorrow, is the start of the new show, The Final Countdown, right here on this channel. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that. Alright, so we always start off with game show news, and we start off first with The Price is Right. And the week that just happened was The Price is Right's You Decide week. And there were some great things that happened. If you don't know what the You Decide week was, people went on Twitter, and Price is Right asked a bunch of questions on Twitter, and the winner, the winning thing happened on the show, or happened on Price is Right's YouTube channel, so you could watch it, like some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. And there will be some spoilers in this recap of the You Decide week, so if you haven't seen some of the You Decide episodes yet, I recommend not watching this portion if you don't want to know what happened. And it's not going to be everything that happened, just some of the noteworthy things that I found interesting. So the first question that they asked on Price is Right Twitter page was, would you like to see how we set up the big wheel, or Plinko? And on PriceIsRight.com's YouTube page, you can see them setting up Plinko. Very fun to see that, how they actually bring out Plinko and get everything set up. Really cool. The next thing that they asked, and also for the Plinko game, the question was, would you like to see the center slot be worth $25,000 or the two end slots be worth $10,000? $10,000 won out for that. On Friday, they asked, would you like to see a Land Rover or a Porsche for the card game? And the Porsche was the winner. Everybody in the audience went crazy when they opened the doors and that Porsche was there. So, very cool. I will give you the spoiler of the game. It wasn't one. The contestant really didn't know how much the Porsche was and overbid on it, unfortunately. They asked also, would you like to see what's behind George Gray's podium, or where all the pricing games are kept? And that's a great video online, because the pricing games video is up online. It's a great behind-the-scenes video of where they store all the games, some of the really cool behind-the-scenes stuff, like they show the back of the Cliffhangers game where all the stagehands, whoever worked at The Price is Right, wrote their name on it. So it's a very cool video. I recommend going to check it out. And you can see some really cool little tidbits of the games, which is really cool. So go check that out. And I would go frame by frame on that, because there's some really cool, just little nuances in there. Like the card game has a glass protector that covers the felt table. So very cool to see that. Now, on Monday, they asked, would you like to see Rat Race or Grand Game played for $100,000? And Rat Race won out, and the contestant won $75,000 because their rat finished first. There was an interesting comment I read online about Rat Race. Every time they have big money day for Rat Race, the person has always gotten their rat to come in first and always have won the big money. So very cool. And they asked, would you like to see Drew do a turntable entrance or an audience entrance? And Drew, only for the second time in the show's history of him being the host, he's entered from the audience. I was really hoping the turntable would have won out, because he's already done one audience entrance, so I would have loved to see him do a turntable, but that's alright. And finally, probably the best thing to come out of You Decide week, the second best thing actually, the first best thing was seeing the behind the scenes where the pricing games are kept. But the second best thing was the playing of Cliffhangers, where they asked, would you like to see the Yodeling guy dressed up as Drew or Rachel Reynolds? And Rachel Reynolds won out. I gotta tell you, seeing the Yodeling guy dressed up as a girl, that made my day. I just laughed for probably 5 minutes. And the really fun thing was Rachel yodeled in that game. She did the yodeling for the little Cliffhanger lady. So it is so much fun to go see. It's probably one of the best highlights to come out of Price is Right since Drew Carey's been the host. By the way, that leads me to another thing. My favorite highlight, by the way, for people who just want to know, is back when Drew first started. It was probably his first or second week. Lady came on to play Plinko, and she said, I have to go to the bathroom, oh my god! That makes me laugh all the time. It's up on YouTube. That is such a hilarious clip. You gotta play Plinko before you can go to the bathroom out. All right. So now, The Price is Right also has some new specials that they're taping. I talked about a couple specials a few weeks ago where they were doing like the mass wedding and all that. Well, they've added 3 more specials. On April 6th, the earlier taping, they're going to do a Sweet 16 episode. That's right. There's parents and everybody in the audience is going to be either a parent or 16 years old celebrating their 16th birthday. You know, when they did the kids special and the teen driver special, you can kind of get a little, bit more of an audience, but to get everybody being 16, that's a stretch, I think. But hey, we'll see how that episode goes. And on April 6th, the later episode, they're going to do a teacher's special, but it's the back to school special. Not the one that they do in the summer, I don't think. I think it's going to be like closer to like spring break or something. I think. I'm not sure if that's the actual back-to-school special that they usually air in August. I don't know. And finally, April 7th. They do this every year, but I'm just announcing it anyways in case you are one. If you're a mom, they're doing the Mother's Day special, April 7th, so you can go, The Price is Right. All right. The reason why I did such a long You Decide recap was I have no more game show news, so we're moving on to the Magic-related news. And boy, I got a great story. Set your DVRs for this coming Thursday to watch Wizard Wars. Remember, it's right after WWE SmackDown on Sci-Fi, Thursdays at 10 p.m. Set your DVRs. There's going to be a special guest star on Wizard Wars, being one of the magicians competing as one of the magicians in one of the teams. Ladies and gentlemen, he's my favorite magician, and he used to be a really great video demo person. Chris Ballinger is going to be on Wizard Wars this coming Thursday. I am so excited to see Chris Ballinger on Wizard Wars. And you can go to Sci-Fi, and you can get confirmation he's going to be on Wizard Wars this Thursday because the banner at the top of the Wizard Wars page has a picture of Chris Ballinger on the top. So I'm really excited to see him on Wizard Wars. And of course, you know I'm biased. I'm pulling for him 110% to win the Wizard War at the end. So hopefully he makes it all the way to the end and wins. That would be awesome. Alright, now, there was a guy named Simon Piero. I'm sure I butchered that name. He was on Ellen this past week, and he did some really awesome magic with an iPad. Go check it out. It's up on Ellen's EllenTube website, also on her YouTube page as well. And Penn and Teller have done a really awesome video. It's up on YouTube, and I watched it, and it's so cool. They have done for years the world-famous bullet catch, where you catch a bullet in your mouth, and you like spit it out into a plate, and people can see you've caught the bullet. Well, Penn and Teller have done the bullet catch, but they used Google Glass to actually do the bullet catch. So you can see from their vantage point with Google Glass. It's a really fun video, and it puts a new perspective on the bullet catch. So go check that out. And finally, as everyone probably knows, the Oscars are tomorrow, this coming Sunday, and Neil Patrick Harris will host. I said it, Neil Patrick Herrick. Neil Patrick Harris will host, and he told E! Online this little quote, and I want to read it. He says, quote, "I'm a magician, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a hint of magic," end quote. So go check out the Oscars tomorrow, and make sure you watch it, because there may be a little magic-related items in the Oscars. So I know Neil Patrick Harris will probably sing, because he sings on everything he hosts, but hopefully there'll be a little bit of magic sprinkled in here and there. The best thing was when he hosted the TD Land Awards back in a while ago. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but he did a nice little show number, did a nice little tune, but he was like, oh, a conveniently placed quick change screen, and he did a little bit of magic there to be quick changed. Alright, so now on to the final bit of news that we have, the weird random news stories. So, San Francisco is trying a unique approach for drivers. This is a great story. I like this. They have new traffic signs they're putting up to get drivers' attentions. 2 of the traffic signs they're putting up, one is, quote, it says, "Heads up, cross the street, then update Facebook." That's pretty good. That's for the pedestrians. And the one for the drivers says, quote, "It's a speed limit, not a suggestion," end quote. I like that sign. I think they need that everywhere, because it is not a suggestion to go 30 miles per hour or 40. It's the law. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that works in San Francisco. Alright, so, okay, now this is a great one this is a great one. In Harlan, Kentucky, there was an arrest warrant for somebody. Now, of course, there's arrest warrants every day for people, but this is kind of for a unique person. The arrest warrant was for Elsa from Frozen. This town in Kentucky put out an arrest warrant because they're sick and tired of the cold, and the arrest warrant read this, and I quote, "Suspect is blonde female wearing a long blue dress and is known to burst into song Let It Go. As you can see by the weather, she is very dangerous," end quote. I love that. But they also put that out as a social media campaign to also let everybody know, remember, the weather is no laughing matter. It's very dangerous. So, very cool that they did that, though. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. All right. And this story, I got to tell you, annoyed me to no end when I heard it. It's been blowing up social media and local news all across the country. The Concord, California drive-in has gotten a lot of flack this past week because they were showing the new SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, and on the same screen right next to SpongeBob, they were showing, you probably heard this, 50 Shades of Grey. I really want to know who is the brain dead idiot in the management office that said, we're going to show SpongeBob. Oh, how about 50 Shades of Grey, too? I mean, it's like, really? There's going to be a ton of families to see SpongeBob, and then right next door, they're going to see all the 50 Shades of Grey no-nonsense. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know who the moron was that did that, but, I mean, seriously, you're going to show 50 Shades of Grey at a family movie? Okay, whatever. Really, I hope the guy got fired for that or something, or at least got reprimanded or something. That's just stupid. All right, and this is great. In Bacon We Crust. I love this story. I cannot wait for Monday, because that's when this comes out. If you have a Little Caesars near you, which we do in this area, I don't know if Little Caesars is a nationwide chain or if it's just kind of an East Coast chain. I know for a while it used to be just a Washington, D.C. kind of mid-Atlantic based chain, and I think they went all across the country. And as you know, Little Caesars is now the $5 hot and ready pizza king. You walk in, $5, get a nice hot and ready pizza, or $8 deep dish. Well, on Monday, February 23rd, going to the end of April, Little Caesars is rolling out a brand new pizza. Get it? Rolling out, dough, roll. Oh, yeah! Okay, that was bad. Is rolling out a new pizza on Monday. It is a bacon-wrapped pizza. This is so for me. I love bacon and I love pizza. This is so for me. It's going to have 3.5 feet of bacon wrapped in the crust, pepperoni on top of the pizza, and yes, even more bacon on top. So I am so excited. I know it's probably that pizza is going to be really bad and not very healthy, but I don't care. I'm going to try it at least once because I love bacon, anything. Bacon, 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 and pizza on bacon. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Can't wait. 3.5 feet of crust of just bacon. Oh, love it. Yes. Okay. As you can see, I'm really excited. And now, the final thing, and I swear I am not making this up. This is too stupid to make up. A man, I don't even know if I can get through this. A man attaches a plow, a snow plow, to a motorized toilet. A local man right here in the D.C. area attaches a snow plow to a motorized toilet. And, yes, that seems very crappy, but, no, he attaches this plow to a motorized toilet, and it even comes with a toilet paper stand and a magazine rack. It's too stupid to make up. This guy is driving this motorized toilet plow around the D.C. area. So go check it out. Just type in motorized toilet snow plow, and you'll see it up there. It's blowing up social media right now. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week for the new Talk is Right. Hope you enjoyed all the stories, and make sure to check out the new Sunday show starting tomorrow, The Final Countdown. Also, been kind of talking about this all week. In the description down below, there's social media links. Go follow me there. I post some really fun things, especially on my Facebook fan page. I post some really fun bloopers and stuff. So go check that out. And I'll see you next Saturday for the next episode of the new Talk is Right. Have a great week.
If you'd like to see more awesome content, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. New videos are posted every day of the week. Also, check out my website and register so you can post in the forums. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook, add me to your Google Plus circles, and check out my merchandise store to pick up some awesome swag. 444RR, game shows, magic, and more.